Hi, this is Fran with Stampendous, and I want to show you this WindowRama Photo Frame little kit that we've created that will give you a very quick way to make a very elegant wedding card that you can personalize with your photos. So first of all, let me show you what comes in the package. This you see is the front of the package. And there's more instructions and tips on the back if you want to elaborate on your options. And so inside the kit, you have sets of 8. You've got 8 backing cards, 8 front cards, 8 envelopes, plus you have a little clear set of some messages that you can use to personalize your invitation. In addition to what comes in your package, which are the front and back of the cards and the envelopes, you also have these stamps, and then the things that you may need in addition to that might be some kind of a clear handle to use the stamps, and a basic black ink pad, and some glue perhaps, and of course your personal photos. And a print of that, even a 4x4, is going to work great for this. And there's other ways to embellish it as well, which I'll show you. So open up the clear stamp set and pull out one of the stamps. It simply removes from the carrier like this, and it will cling to a clear handle. And with a nice black ink pad is simple. Make sure it's completely inked. And there you have it. You can clean off your ink with a wet wipe, and it's simply going to clean off that easily. And you can put it back onto the carrier to use at a later time. You can see here that I used it as a thank you, and then you can handwrite a personal message if you want on the back of the card. And here's one where I used it for a save the date and simply hand wrote the rest of my message. And so you can see how it all comes together. I'll show you here. So this piece pops out from the center of the front, giving you your window opening. And then there's a score line that you can fold this back and use that for the front. The backing piece folds in the same way. And it's a little bit hard to see, but we have created some little cuts so that you could insert a gift card, or you've got the 4 corners to insert your tag or photo. Here you can see them a little bit better from this side. So if you have a photo that's 4x4, you can simply attach it to the inside, and using whatever glue that you prefer or some glue dots, you can attach the photo on this side and place your personalized message of the circle here on the back. And we've given you a lot of options, and that's where I wanted to show you how, let's see. These different panels could get turned either direction. You've got the pattern on this side, and in this case, we simply inserted the photo into the corners, and that holds it in place on this side. And if you wanted to print a panel for the back, I'll show you some more options with that. So let me show you how we're going to assemble it. So with this one, I've got the photo on the inside, and I've got my message panel on the back, and I'm going to use my glue. And this Zip Dry is a very versatile, quick drying glue. I'm going to apply glue to this panel and secure press these together. And then as I do the second side, I want to show you a quick tip. Glue that side together. Press it flat to make sure everything is squared off and it goes completely flat. And then, this is the fun of this, the whole thing goes flat and fits in the standard envelopes that we've provided in the kit. So there it fits in the envelope, you can address it, and when you pull it out, it pops up and gives you a three-dimensional view, the information on the back, and it stands up if you can see it from the top. So that gives you a really nice way to personalize and make it come together very quickly with your personalized photo. I want to give you some tips about ways to print a message. If you can print out your information and print it just on a white paper, it's nice if you have a little bit heavier weight paper to print on, but you can see here that you can set up in the computer. If you set up on an 8.5/11 sheet, right down through the middle, you're going to get a 4.25 panel and get 4 up on a sheet. This was just a sampler where I tried a couple different things, and I think this kit works especially well for the save the date, where you may not have that many to send out, but you want to personalize it and make it a nice presentation with your photo. So let me show you here. So on this one, you can see the lines where if you have a simple way to do some straight cuts, you're going to cut down through the center and across here, giving you 4.25 panels. If you have options of some die cutting, there are many other dies that would give you a size that will work to create a panel like this. And this one coordinates so that you can tuck all of the sides into those little tabs. And so this one we used a round corner die, and from our WindowRama die set, we have this die, and we also have a circle die that's a perfect fit. So you would have to arrange your text a little bit tighter to fit the die, this circle die, but you can see all of these different ways that you can get a very elegant presentation if you have options to set it up on the computer and print it out just in black and white. So if you print your information 4 up on an 8.5/11 piece of paper, you can, with a straight cutter, you can measure 8.5 here and do one cut this way, and at 4.25 this way, and at 4.25 this way. That is going to give you a size that fits perfectly as this back panel. And since it's going to cover it up, this is a case where you can enjoy the print of the black side turned to the inside for your photo. As it references on the back of the instructions, if you choose to trim either your printed panel or your photo down to 3 3/4, even with a square cut, this size will fit into the notches that are pre-die cut. They don't show if you're not using them, but they're there if you want to use them, and you don't even need any glue for this. And that sets it off very nicely. Here's a couple of the different variations that I've used, and you can see even this creates an interesting little postcard just like this. But I've folded the other ones and put them together, and you can see all the different ways that you could personalize this. And besides save the date, it could be a small wedding, or you could do an anniversary party or an elegant invitation of some kind. So you have lots of options. On this one, adding an elegant ribbon is quite simple. I didn't even attempt to do a bow, just a simple knot. And in this case, if you choose to secure it in place, you could simply put a little bit of glue on this side and this side to hold it in place. Or you can make it as a slider that it could slide up and down so that it didn't cover your text on the back. And so with any number of beautiful ribbons, or even adding some other embellishment flowers or little sprigs, you can personalize it or even add a bit of color to it if you want, and make it all coordinate with your photos and create a wonderful, very simple but personalized wedding frame. If you like the idea of this wedding card, be sure and look for our other baby photo frame card kit with the WindowRama. It works the same way and could be personalized in the same way. And also there's a Christmas and a winter one that you can have a lot of fun with your WindowRama photo card kits.